seconds out.
And having come up through that Hodgson Boxing Academy, and Andy, you'll have seen a bit of him in the amateurs, Ilyas, and a few people have come here to see him tonight, which is great.
He's got serious backing, hasn't he? As you say, he's got that good schooling. That's a good outfit to come through Holliston. Good right hand there, just landed as he was trying to rock and roll on the ropes a little bit there, Quezada, and Ilyas has started nice and aggressively here.
That was a wicked, fast right hand. It was mainly the speed that posed problems for Quezada. I mean, he's got a lot of experience, the Nicaraguan, a lot of experience. And only narrowly lost to world champion Christopher Rosales by decision a few years back. But Ilyas has come out in 5th gear.
He really
get him
has.
out of there.
He really has, hasn't he? And Quezada just something to try and tuck up and get through a bit here, but then just fetches one right to the side of the head, and he's locked on here, Ilyas, and he's getting through pretty solidly, pretty clean, regularly.
Timing the right hand beautifully, and the encouraging sign for him and for followers early doors is there's a high guard, there's thought behind it as well. It's not all-out attack. He is cognizant of his defence while he's doing that, and it has been foot to the floor pretty much through the first minute and a half. The right hand's getting through fairly regularly, which is a worry again for Quezada.
That was a solid right hand. He just stepped over, got it in around the back of the guard as Quezada was trying to slide across the ropes to his left, and this has been good. This has been impressive so far.
Quezada's in a little bit of trouble, isn't he? He's certainly disconcerted. Maybe just a little too close in a couple of those exchanges, but he's so good covering up when Quezada's tried to fire back and then comes back with more of his own. Tremendous first couple of minutes on his pro debut, Ilyas.
Nice jab there from Ilyas, straight into the forehead, and he's looked nice and relaxed too, hasn't he? It's not like he's been going absolutely crazy here, and you can just see the nervous energy pouring out of him, desperation to impress and all the rest of it, because that can make you tight, and he's absolutely not tight.
You never quite know with the good amateurs, any of the amateurs turning over, quite what their style is going to be. It's been front foot for sure, but it's not reckless. Although he's just clipped for about the first time. Another right hand gets through. That's the second one in the last 30 seconds. First one was a short straight right. That was more of an uppercut. Going through the repertoire in this first round, and his fans absolutely loving that.
That was a rough old opening round, wasn't it, for Quezada? Right from the off, right from the bell.
What a start, what a start. What I loved about it, Andy, the intent, the method, but the fact that he was so mindful of what might be coming back. His defences were good in and amongst it. Well, those are the kind of rounds that people like Quezada must wonder why they are in the business. And he's going to have to suck it up,
Seconds out.
find a way of stemming this flow. Again, you can see tight defences, tight guard, nice looping right hand. Piercing the guard, there's another right hand. It's just sheer speed and technique that is working for Ilyas.
And there's not really anywhere for Quezada to go. He's trying to just tuck up, trying to move left, trying to move right, keep it on that outer clock face, but Ilyas just plants those feet, doesn't he? Very deliberately as he pursues him, just plants those feet nice and wide, so he's got that good solid base to punch off pretty much whenever he wants to.
He's cutting off the ring. There's pretty much no escape for Quezada. He'll just be hoping, Quezada, that this typhoon is going to run out of pace and steam. But a young man, full of the business, on his debut, with another right hand getting through, and over the 4-round sprint trip, you fancy that Ilyas can probably do this.
He's just making Quezada fight very, very hard here, isn't he?
And to be fair to Quezada, he is, Andy, isn't he? He's fighting his way out of this. Whether that's going to be to his detriment remains to be seen, because again, he's forced backwards. Still a minute to go. I think it's dangerously uncomfortable for Quezada.
And it's making it good to watch, isn't it? Because Quezada, as you say, he's got no choice here. He can't just tuck up and soak this up, because he's good enough here, Ilyas, that he's able to get punches through if he does that. And that's going to make for a very, very long 4 rounds. So he's trying to give him something to think about and trying to put him back into his shell a little bit, but I'm not sure it's going to work for him. Beautiful uppercut.
And I think the fact that Quezada's having to punch his way out of this, it is giving Ilyas moments in those counter-punching skirmishes. You bank on his defences being the better. But Quezada, great credit to him. He's trying to meet fire with fire. And just he's up against an absolute hurricane here.
Nice body shot, just dipped his knee, sat down on the punch a bit, and right hand straight into the pit of the stomach. There's a left hand, an uppercut kind of screw shot that tips the head back there of Quezada, who's worked tremendously hard in this second round to try and put some kind of doubt in Ilyas, hasn't he, really? A little doubt, well, just a little bit of something to think about. I'm not sure it's really worked.
Quezada's response in that round made it an even better watch. And the big question is, can Ilyas maintain the gallop? Because he has been at full gallop pretty much from the start. I think under normal circumstances, Andy, you'd say he's cramping his work a little bit, but it's worked for him. I wouldn't be too harsh in that regard.
No, nor me. There's Josh Burnham over in the corner there, and you can see his chest going there. He's breathing because he's put a lot into that opening 6 minutes, but we just want to get him settled down, and if we can keep that tempo up, or something like it. He might drop off a bit in the second half. That'd be pretty understandable, but
corners, 10
so
seconds.
far. It's been good stuff, really good to watch.
Seconds out, round 3.
Into round 3 then, scheduled for 4. Been frenetic so far, but there's been method behind the pace and the intensity from debutant Jawad Ilyas in the orange and black. Defences have been pretty good, you've got to say, in the skirmish. There you can see Ilyas again. He's happy to stay sort of in and around the pocket, isn't he? But he's so switched on defensively that he's able to do that. Looking for sharp counters coming back.
Good uppercut on the inside. Just before that, a kind of smearing overhand right from Quezada did get a piece of Ilyas. So I think he's feeling the pace that he's set a bit in this third round.
Nice left hand there from Ilyas. Again, Quezada looking to fight back, looking to answer, looking to buy himself some respite.
But still, Ilyas just stalks him, doesn't he? Looks to get right on top of him again, and he's pinned him on the ropes a little bit here.
A couple of big right hands, yeah, 3 in a row get through from Ilyas. They're almost head to chest here, but still managing to carve the openings, create the little angles and the spaces to get his shots through. And then again, fast hands from Ilyas. Big right hand gets through from him again. Don't think Quezada's going anywhere yet. Well, it's as if someone told Ilyas tonight that he was getting paid by the punch. The effort has been tremendous.
Lovely left hand
the
into the body,
injection
then
of
right
pace.
hand up top. Good stuff, wasn't it?
Beats Quezada to the punch again. Speed and technique. Just dipped the knee with that short right hand. Ilyas, maybe the first sign that he could get to Quezada. Another intense round from Ilyas.
And he finished
again,
that round really
Quezada
strong.
weathers it.
Finished around really strong, didn't he? He's got a chin, hasn't he, Quezada? I know that if you box out the away corner, you generally speaking do need one, but he has been stopped a good few times in those 38 defeats. But that right hand in round the back of the guard, we've seen it from a perfect angle a few times, and it's really jutted that chin, and he's taken it, as you said, right up above the head towards the end of the round. Maybe for the first time he looks a little bit unsteady, but he's got 3 more minutes here, really, after. It'll be interesting to see what happens, because he's going to go for this, isn't he? He's going to go for this flat out.
Quezada's earning his
Corners,
money.
10 seconds.
He is earning his money tonight. He's got 1 more round to go through.
Seconds out, 4th and final round.
Here we go then. 4th and final round. And if this is the business of selling yourself, I think Jawad Ilyas sold already. Signed up by Johnny Clark as well, managing him.
Good move. Good move, you would say. He's done a few tickets, hasn't he? And he's certainly provided some entertainment.
I think the injection of pace with the right hand, the relatively cute defences in the pocket, the standout features, as well as the intense pace from start so far to near the finish. Oh, nice body shot. Again, another couple of clubbing right hands from Ilyas above us on this far side. And back comes Quezada. What a tough little man he is. Crowd trying to lift Jawad Ilyas again. Halfway through the final round. Oh, that's a lovely right hand. Just for a moment, the feet stuttered there from Quezada.
He took it well, didn't he? Because he was just moving forward himself, which doubles the impact, and he threw that hard, and the biting point on it was perfect. And we saw him just rock back, but he got himself back together really quickly.
Slightly manufactured that right hand, Andy, as well. It's not a hook. It's not an overhand right. It was somewhere in between the pair. Well, there's another right hand. He caught him square, didn't he? Just as he was about to throw Quezada. And again, Ilyas, so mindful of his defences. He'd been really switched on tonight.
And the work rate's been really good, hasn't it? Because I know fighters will always tell you, if you're the one who sets the pace, even if it's high, if you're the one dictating, then you're comfortable with it. But he's kept that bar high, hasn't he, all the way through. Maybe at times has crowded himself a touch, but generally speaking, he's been pretty accurate, hasn't he? Almost everything he's thrown hits something.
Another big right hand there, and he just steps across, so he makes sure there's a bit of space for him to throw that right hand. Tremendous stuff, that. Really, really good stuff. Extraordinary courage, bravery, know-how, willpower from Quezada to weather the storm, and that was a hurricane from start to finish. As professional debuts go, that was top. That was top. Well, if there's a few people, Andy, who didn't know the name Jawad Ilyas before, I think they might just be making a mental note of it now.
It was a good way to start. It was a really good way to start. And he set the agenda right from the beginning, didn't he? Because I think he maybe caught Quezada, not cold exactly, but surprised him a bit, because he will have known that that was a professional debut, and you know with a debutant that they're going to look to impress. But you also might feel like they might be a little bit nervous, take the opportunity just to feel things out of the touch. You could put that first round in your pocket as you wait for the fight without really having to do a lot, and that just wasn't what happened at all, was it?
Yeah, that wasn't nervous energy over eagerness. That was plan A, employed repeatedly and working all the way throughout.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 4 rounds of boxing, we go to the referee scorecard. Referee Amy Pooh scored the bout 39-37. And your winner, Jawad Ilyas.
Somehow Quezada got around in all of that, which I'm not so sure about, but he deserves it. He deserves something for his bravery, that's for sure. But this fella, Jawad Ilyas, he was a force of nature there tonight, an absolute force of nature, and he's whet the appetite, Andy.
Yes, he absolutely has. And I'm sure we'll be seeing him back out again pretty quick, pretty soon, because selling tickets is an important thing to do, but they fly out early in a career, and that was a good start. And it's a good 4 rounds under his belt at a proper tempo against someone who was forced to fight back and who did fight back. So it was a proper fight, wasn't it?
Well, he sold himself inside the ring. Let's see what he's got to say outside. He's with Ali.
Jawad, successful professional debut. You must have thought about that occasion thousands of times in your head. Did it play out how you were expecting?
Yeah, it was, you know. He was a strong opponent. I think I hurt him and he started running around the ring. He knew how to survive. But listen, once someone comes to fight, I'll get him out of there.
Didn't look like there was any nerves going into it, but did you feel any in the build-up to tonight?
This morning, yeah, but throughout the week, nah, it was good.
Now, you've brought quite a crowd with you this evening. They raised the roof when you were in there. What do you have to say to them?
Big up, Luton, come on! I want to say a big shout out to my sponsors, RDB Workshop, Korea Former, Aegis, Able Solicitors, Blanco Coffee, Luton Toll Roads. There's a whole list of them. Without them, I want to be able to do what I do day in, day out.
Well, it was a fantastic performance. Well done.
Thank you.